Hi, and welcome back to Adventurers Out There 2021. We are coming close to the end of this video series. This is obviously Amy from the future. We are back home. But in this video, I wanted to share some of the things that we did in Colorado Springs. Here's the deal. We are running at Garden of the Gods this morning, but it is raining on and off, so I'm using my GoPro, so there won't be any talking, but hopefully some really cool scenes. We're back from that little adventure. Would say I do not recommend running on their trails right after it rains. It was very muddy, and I actually had to stop and start a new run because I had to walk a little bit to get the mud off my shoes. But so now I'm walking Scout. Came back, got cleaned up. We're actually going to try to go up to Pikes Peak, and it's overcast. We've been dealing with rain since we got here. So who knows if we're going to be able to see anything. I'm hoping to get a donut because they have donuts up there apparently, and I love donuts. So what's interesting, not really, it's not like interesting, but it's 33 degrees up there right now. So I've got long sleeves on, I've got pants, bringing a toboggan, bringing an extra sweatshirt because, beginning of this month-long excursion, we're in the desert. I'm not sure we remember what 33 degrees feels like. So I'll see you at Pikes Peak. Alright, so plot twist, as we were going through the gate to get onto the highway, apparently it's so fogged in at the top that they're not letting people go past mile 13 right now. So we may not make it all the way to the summit, we'll see. We're to go at least as far as they'll let us to mile 13. So we're gonna do this. All right, we're at mile 13. So we didn't know this till we got here, but there's actually a car race that happens here, and it's happening tomorrow. Alright, we're at mile 13, and they're not really letting people up too much farther due to fog, so we're going to see how much farther we can go and stop at some overlooks on the way back. I believe this is mile 11 pull-off. Spectators for the race. This is at mile 6, the Crystal Reservoir, which we drove by. It has no water in it. Looks like they might let you fish out of this reservoir at mile 6, I think I said. No water, but there's the little dock. So this is located between miles 3 and 4. So because Pikes Peak didn't really work out, we're going to do some random things now. So we're at the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame building. So perhaps that last thing that we did, going to the US Olympic and Paralympic Museum, that may have been one of my most favorite things we did in Colorado Springs. So I did want to address a couple of things. One, you'll notice I did not talk about the campground that we stayed at. We stayed at a place called Foot of the Rockies, and I had chosen it because, well, one, the reviews didn't seem that bad, and it was right in between of Garden of the Gods and Pikes Peak, the two main things we wanted to while we were there. I really would not recommend more than a one-night stay at this place. It's mostly, and it could just be we were camping in the middle of a city, but majority of the people at this place were like long-term permanent residents. There really isn't much to this place. It was just a place where they really are stacked, and we were ready to leave, maybe because we had been in some nicer campgrounds previous to this one. But I really, for more than one night stay, like if you're hanging in Colorado Springs, might want to try to find another campground. Don't really recommend that. I did want to share something I didn't know, and I'm wearing my shirt. I don't know if you can see that. This is the shirt I got at Pikes Peak. It says America the Beautiful, Purple Mountain Majesty. And what I did not know about Pikes Peak is that Catherine Lee Bates, after visiting Pikes Peak and being up at the summit, that is where she was inspired to write the song America the Beautiful. And I love music, so I just loved that fact. So it was an enjoyable time in Colorado Springs, definitely a place we had never been to before, and it was fun. So like this video if you enjoyed it, comment. I'm curious if anybody watching this has ever been up to the summit and maybe tried one of those donuts that they advertise, and I was very disappointed I didn't get one, but we'll go back. We might want to go back for that race. The car race seemed like a cool thing to watch. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already to see what our last stop on this trip is going to be. Always remember that you are God's masterpiece. I'll see you in the next one.